In 2025, you're going to be in one of three scenarios. Number one, you bought some solid plays, you rid up some 10 to 50 Xs like we all think is so achievable, especially right now before this BTC halving, and you take profits sensibly and you literally crush this bull run. This is what we're all aiming to do, but there's other scenarios, and if it's your first cryptocurrency rodeo, you're not going to think this is going to be you, but I promise you this is high percentage of you guys, and if you're not following videos like this, you're going to get absolutely wrecked. Because number two, and this was me, you go down a Jeffrey path of buying this coin and selling it because it drops 10% and then rolling into another bad coin, or consistently doing this till your balance is zero. Now, why do people do this is because I think it just comes down to just scarcity mindset, etc. If you think about your bank account right now and you open it up, maybe you have $10,000, maybe you have $1,000, maybe you're lucky you have 100 grand. Your balance just doesn't move so violently like it can do in a cryptocurrency bear market, bull market accumulation zone. This is good, but it's also bad because if you buy a project and there can literally be a 50% dip, you can check your balance and it's like your bank account's like, wow, you had 10 grand, now you have 5 grand. You sell the coin, you moved another coin. It's very, very scary, especially if it's your first rodeo and you don't have that abundance mindset. So again, this could be you, and I don't want this to be you. I want you to be in number one category. But number three is you FOMO in when prices are sky high. It's going to be a lot of people doing this. Chances are it's not going to be you because you're watching videos like this today. But if you don't have allocations, this will be you. And I promise you, because if you're trying to wait for these perfect prices, there's no such thing as a perfect price. The perfect price for a DCA strategy was yesterday. The second best time for a perfect price is right now as you're watching this video. Open up your exchange and buy some cryptocurrency, for God's sake. Don't just wait and wait and wait and wait to try and find these cute entries. You can always make more money in the real world, but you're never going to get prices as cheap as this in the future. So a lot of Jeffries did this in 2021. The hairdressers, the mum, the dad, they come in, the Adonises are selling, and you think there's one last pump, and the market comes, and it's game over. Do not be this. Do not be this. I want you guys to be option one, and in this video, I'm going to talk about coins, top 5 coins for $1,000. But there's a problem with this title. Hey, Jake, what's the top 5 coins to buy? I've got $1,000, blah, blah, blah. And I always get asked this, even in my private community. I've got 1K. Give me your next 100x gems so I can get rich and get out my 9 to 5. And this is the wrong question to be asking, because I'm going to explain that in a second. But if you just think about 1K, here's the truth. If you seriously can get more than $1,000 to your name, you have to ask yourself, why the fuck not? Are you that low level of a man or woman if you're watching this channel? For the 2% of women that watch this channel, hello, it's nice to meet you. But if you're that low level and you just have $1,000 and you can't get any more money before this next BTC halving, let alone to 3 to 6 months when it's probably going to kick in. I mean, I look at my calendar right now. You've got about 6 months, bro. And if you can only get $1,000, like, what the fuck are you doing? Cut expenses, get a better paying job, get a side hustle, start doing cryptocurrency trading if you want to go down that rabbit hole. It's not for every day, but you need to get some income, because if 1K is all you got, what the fuck are you planning to do? 100x gem, you might get it, but chances are 100x, even if you get it, there's taxes. There's fees, there's bullshit, there's everything that's going to happen wrong. So the goal should be, in my opinion, 10K minimum. And then you want to keep going, because there's still time even after this. If we're going to treat each investment like I do, like a minimum of a 10x, we can easily cross that 6-figure mark with just this 10x. And if you get these 50x's, then we start looking at $500,000, 250K, 300K, depends where you start to take profits. That's up to you. But you need to get some discipline, and you need to start getting some money to your name. No other cryptocurrency YouTubers are going to say, get money. They're all going to say, well, this coin's going to give you 100x. Set it, forget about it, play video games, jerk off. That's it. You need to do more than that in your life, right? Because when the bull run is over, okay, let's say you want to play the $1,000 mark. I've got $1,000. That's all I care about. Okay, fine. The bull run over. Let's say you make 100x. You're not going to, but let's just say you do. And let's say there was no taxes. You decide to be a little bit of a Jeffrey. It's fine. If you're in the USA, probably don't want to do that. But other countries, you're probably going to get away with it because nobody cares that much. But if you start getting higher than that, you're going to have some severe problems. Anyways, not your tax advisor. You do what you want to do. But let's say you do that. You're going to spend it anyways. Like I said, taxes, let's get rid of. Lifestyle, you have 100K. You've never had 100K before. You're going to buy some super stuff. You're going on holiday. You're probably going to go and do some crazy stuff. And then 3 months, 6 months down the line, it's probably at 50K. And then before you know it, you're at 25. And then you're back at square one because you've never had real money. So it's very important that you guys get some sort of income. And this channel is not just about cryptocurrency. It's about getting you guys motivated to get some sort of business, some sort of side hustle, something. If that's cryptocurrency trading, we love trading. We do it all the time. You can check out the private community if you want to follow our trades. And we're printing. But if not, you need to have some sort of income. This YouTube channel, before this it was Ecom. I've always been on this hustle. Cryptocurrency is just a vehicle, but it's not the main vehicle for me to quit the 9 to 5. You guys can do that, but there's more to that because you're not going to get there just by cryptocurrency alone. I'm telling you guys, believe me. And I tell you this, guys, to be honest with you, because everybody else is promising these fake dreams. Jasby's going 100x, ICP's going 100x, HBAR's going 100x. Sure, but then what? You've got $1,000. Like, it's not, 100K is not going to last you that much longer because you're going to want to do some stuff. Can't even buy a house with 100K. You can barely buy a supercar with 100K. You can't do anything with 100K. It's a building block. It'll buy you time to get out that job. That's fantastic. We preach that on the channel, but there has to be more than life than that. And that's the reason why I share this portfolio with you guys. This is on $10,700. And the actual goal of this is to turn it into 100K. But I was speaking to one of the guys in the community there, Bobby, one of our main trader guys, an expert in the field, printing money. Like, why don't we just keep, we need to keep going harder. Like, let's do 20K, let's do 15K, because this is a serious portfolio. Let's turn this to 150, 200K. Again, the bare minimum, I'm going to be taking profits heavily on this portfolio because I want to guarantee some gains. My big portfolio, I'm going to be doing the same. But why do we want to keep stopping? I could just say, 10K is in. Let's just forget about it. We'll just chill. We'll now go and play video games. We won't go to the gym. We won't work on anything else. We'll just do nothing for the next 6 months, and this will print 100K. Fine. But then what? Why stop? That's just the question I always ask myself, and I always ask people when they say, like, and people ask the 1,000, not the 10,000. So to me, it's a little bit silly. I'm still going to give you the coins. But secondly, I want to get you guys motivated because in case you forgot, the fun starts after going through this previous cycle. And that, like I say, for me, and what I've always preached, we're going to get some choppy waves, maybe back down to 37, 38, 39K. Altcoins are going to get thrashed. Cool. Get some money fuddled in them. We'll go maybe back up to 48K. We'll be in this range until this BTC halving 3 to 6 months after. I believe we're away. But we've got plenty of time because understand BTC is going to go higher. Ethereum is going to go higher. ADA is going to go higher, much higher. QNT is going to go higher, very much higher. And RLB is going to 100x. So again, I'm not here to show you guys RLB, but I just think some of these are going to come true, if not them all. Take profits away before this. This is not the coin I'm going to recommend you, but do this for whatever coin you believe in. If it's Caspa, if it's ICP, they're all going to go. But if you don't have the money spread allocation-wise, you don't have a profit-taking strategy, you're going to get wrecked. And you're not going to be able to milk as much cryptocurrency as possible. And as a man, again, 98% of you are men, YouTube tells me that. Let's strive for more than just $1,000. Let's keep going. One of the guys shouted to one of my community members, Joshua. He hit his target of 20K invested, but he's still going. Why would you stop? Keep going, Joshua. We would get to 50, get to 30. Why not have these dreams? Because now you're looking at a 500K portfolio instead of a 200K portfolio. Let's keep going. So just understand that, because if you don't take this shit seriously, and this is very true, and this was me. It's not actually me, by the way. I'm a white man. But this was me in Exercise for Less when I was doing sales job. It sounds like a cool job. You sell gym memberships, but it's not. You're sitting on a computer all day. You're phoning, hey, do you want to join the gym? Hey, do you want to join the gym? Nobody wants to join the gym. They all join online. But my job was to, hey, do you want to join a gym? And I was stuck in this office job in a gym, locked in a cupboard, trying to sell gym memberships. And it was fucking terrible. But I knew there was a way out and I had to take this shit seriously. But this was most likely going to be me forever if I just listened to my parents and everybody just saying, yes, just keep rising up the ranks. Like, no, you have to treat this as your fucking last year, boys. This is going to be you every single year because everybody says 2024. We're now almost in February. By the time this video will come, it's going to be 25th of January, let's just say, by the time we get edited. It's going to be nearly February. What have you done differently in this first New Year, New You thing? You've probably quit the gym. You've probably not invested in any cryptocurrency. You're probably in the same job. You've probably got the same two of a wife. You probably eat the same junk food. You're fucked. Swap it. Do the opposite because we use crypto to escape. But don't be afraid. And we're going to get to the coins, guys. Don't worry. I can already see the comments. 10 minutes of the introduction. It's just to get you guys in the feel of the thing because the cryptocurrency is important, but that's just the vehicle. You have to think outside the box. And it just really comes down to active income. If you could make 10K, 20K on doing something you love passively, cryptocurrency becomes so easily. I'm just invest. I don't care about the prices anymore. I just, okay, set it, forget about it. I know it's going higher. Set it, forget about it. Not all my plays are going to play out fantastically. And that's okay because I've got this abundance income where $30,000, $40,000 comes from my bank account every single month. Yes, I'm putting in the work with the private community. Yes, I'm putting in the work with the trades. Yes, I'm paying the staff. Yes, I'm making these YouTube videos. Now we're on Instagram. Now we're on Twitter. We're doing all this crazy stuff. But I love it. And you have to find something that you love that can make money. But don't be afraid to let your dreams become a reality. Fantasize. I used to always do this in this job. Again, this is not me. I'm a white male. Same kind of job though. Selling gym memberships. Do you want to join a gym? But I used to always fantasize when I was making these calls. What would life look like if I just avoided everybody else? All the guys in that gym, by the way, have lost their jobs. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe selling sofas at DFS. They're all doing something fucking else because that job that was safe, that my mom and dad said, oh, you're being a little bit risky doing this e-com stuff before you went in cryptocurrency. A little bit risky. Maybe one day you can be the manager. I don't want to be the fucking manager, bro. I'm fine. And if this video has pissed you off so far, good. So the channel's not for you. Cryptocurrency is not for you. Go and watch some other fucking loser that's talking about Shiba or Caspa to the moon. You go and watch that all you want. I want more in life, and chances are you too if you're still in this video right now. But if anybody tells you that you're being deluded or silly, tell them to fuck off. Because even my family, you have to do this someday. We're all friends right now. It's all good. But I had to go through this trial and tribulation of just telling them to fuck off. The good thing was I moved away from my hometown, so nobody could really tell me what to do. None of the Reds could take the piss at me when I was trying this ecom thing and just trying because I moved away from them. Social media gone. Everything was gone. And I told them to fuck off. And now all my old friends and all the family are saying, oh, you're doing so well. That's fine. I don't want to get rid of the family, but I had to get rid of the friends. And if you've got the same loser friends that you're going to the pub and you're not discussing cryptocurrency and business, what the fuck are you doing? Because you're going to be in the exact situation. You guys need to change your environment. I'm here in Thailand and we're changing environments. For example, this is not my place right now, but it's very close to my place. I can't fucking dox my place, even though I'm in Thailand. For the safety of me and the editor and the other guy living here, I can't dox my place, but this is what I wake up to pretty much every day. It's fucking fantastic. But I'm sitting here and I'm working. This is one of my mates. He just fucking Lamborghini lifestyle. This might not be for you. You might not want the fast cars. You might not want the Thailand fucking lifestyle, whatever it is for you. Even if it's just for your family, that should be your main motivation. You might just want the cute beach house with the big farm. I'll maybe want that too when I'm 30. Maybe I'm 35. I might fuck off with my girlfriend and we might just start a big farm. I don't know. But I need to understand that money is the main driver. And if you're not serious about this thing, you're not visualizing about this thing every fucking day, you're going to be in here forever. And this job's going to be replaced by AI. All these jobs are going to go. Take this fucking shit seriously. Let's get into the coins. ICP. So ICP is coming on my radar quite a lot. And I'm probably going to look at investing some money to this very soon. But I wrote this on X or Twitter. Give me a follow, Mr. Jake Gordon, if you haven't already. Watch out for the fakes. Watch out for the scams. They're not me. But I wrote this. Will ICP go back to its all-time high? Because when you look at it, and I got this kind of wrong in the tweet because I've talked about it launching at $2,800. It didn't really launch at that because it was more like a rug pull, etc. And it was heavily manipulated by all these other guys. But it launched at about $400 to $600. It's hard to track, but it went down. But now I'm starting to realize that ICP could be a great play. But before I get into that, let's understand what ICP does. It's an internet computer protocol. And it's a blockchain network that aims to bring greater efficiency, speed, decentralization, computation data stores. This project aims to address shortcomings associated with the traditional internet. So these guys are going big, and that's why they're having these crazy pumps recently, such as services, poor system securities, and misuse of personal data. Right now, this is massive. This is worth a lot of money, and this is what ICP are trying to do. You can see in the website visitors right now, they've went from 252K to 636K, and a lot of people are saying, Jake, why are you showing this? Who cares about this? This means there's more adoption. This means there's more investors. This means the price is going to go up. And it doesn't take a genius to come back on the chart and just look at the last 1 year or so to realize that this point's fucking going crazy. Now, you have to decide, where's a good entry? That's up to you. For me, $10 is a great entry if you're here for the next bull run. If you think Bitcoin's going to go to 38K, hold back a little bit, but start going a little bit crazy with your investments, because a lot of people are just sitting on the sidelines, and I hear all the time on Instagram, when should I buy? When should I buy? When should I buy? And they're waiting. Get some money funneled in, boys. It's you have to go crazy. If you look at this on the chart, it's pumped crazy since the GGG. Like I said, it's up to you if you want to make a dollar cost average. You guys have to make sense of that for yourself. But let's go a little bit deeper, because ICP, like I said, it may not look like it, but ICP is on a run recently. Like I said, if you zoom the F out on me, you don't see any of the blemishes, but if I start to come in closer, you might notice a little bit of spot here, you might notice a little blemish here, right? It's just the same in cryptocurrency, because once you start zooming out, you get a very different chart. And this used to be my Jeffrey mindset of saying, oh, well, it's not looking that great, it looks like a scam. But once you start to look at the project, you start to understand what it can do, because to me, it looked like a rug pull. It looked like a rug pull when I looked at the chart. Same with Jasmine, but when I looked in the chart a little bit closer, it's fast. Its network can't be done. It's trying to solve this new internet. The use case is massive. You can see here all the partners. It's getting crazy. And in my opinion, it goes back to its previous all-time high. But do you hold for the previous all-time high? Absolutely not. You start to take out profits, and this is just the Jeffrey mindset. If you invested at the $10, have a profit-taking strategy when you're out at 95. That might sound way too bearish for some people. Like, it's going back to $400. Why would you sell at 95? Because you have to guarantee, you have to get skin in the game, but you have to get money out, because if you don't, you're going to just hold on. And this is me in 2021. I'm telling you right now, take some profits early on. A 10x is a 10x. Everybody's like, 10x is nothing. A 10x is fucking beautiful. So that's what I would say. Look at ICP. Again, I'm not here to talk about this $1,000 thing. That's just the title of this video, just to get the clicks in. But I'm trying to tell you as a mate, as a brother, as somebody that got rich in the previous run, aim for more. Aim for more with cryptocurrency. Now, number 2, it is one of my favorite gaming coins right now. and it's Illumium. Now, the reason why I like Illumium, as I've talked, I'm not going to go in the project too much, but again, you just come on the website, you see the, again, massive traffic starting to spike, but I'm not here to talk about the website itself. Understand what it does. It's now launching some great games. It's got some great partnerships, and it did this last run, boys, without a working product, and look where it is right now. It is getting heavily wrecked. I am going to be buying a lot of this cryptocurrency. I've already bought some in the main bag. I've already bought some in the small bag. Nothing crazy in the small bag. But I'm going to be putting a lot of money in this coin if we can get below the $50. But I'm continuously going to DCA. If we get 75, if we get 65, I'm going to be coming down this very, very fast because I believe this is going to be one of the big plays for the next bull run. Again, profit strategies in this one. You have to look at what it did in the previous run. You have to understand where it is right now. For me, first profit strategy is way before the previous all-time high. And a lot of people don't like to say this because they have their $1,000 and that $1,000 is their moonshot to getting out their 9 to 5. That's fine. But again, if you have this abundance mindset of money will come to you if you're doing the right things in the world, you can take profits at this at $300, $400, $500. And then you can start scaling out. And even if we beat the previous all-time high, you're going to make a fuck ton of money, even if that's just the last 20%. So just understand that. Illumium would be my second pick. Illumium is a play that I'm starting to go heavy in. I love the project. I love the team. They're a great partner on this channel in the last bull run. Hopefully, they'll do some sponsor videos with us in the future. And if you guys don't like that, you should go and watch another channel that just lies to you about all their fucking meme coins and Sponge V2 and Wall Street bets. How many of you guys got wrecked with these YouTubers promoting Wall Street bets? Don't fucking listen to these guys. Look at solid projects, whether they pay their channel or not. Understand the business model and understand what they've done in the previous run. Understand how cheap they are right now. And make the investment. If it doesn't make sense and you can't afford to lose the money, don't make the investment. Because what you should probably do, if you're going to do that, is you should fucking stay here for the rest of your life. You can be like this guy, you can be like this guy, you can be like this guy, and your job is going to be gone in 5 years anyways, and you're going to be fucking sucked. Stop it, bro. And if this video is pissing you off, good, because it's supposed to. Next one is QNT. A lot of people don't like me bashing on about QNT recently, because number one, they don't like the project, and number two, they don't think the returns are great. Again, you guys have to decide if you have this abundance mindset, QNT is a great play. Limited supply, the business. Again, they're scaling traffic is starting to come up nicely and we're not even at peak. One of the best businesses, I would say, with what these guys are trying to do, one of the best founders in the game along with HBAR. Quick side note, I would add HBAR to this list as well. I would add many other projects to this list, but I can't talk about all projects in a top 5 video. Please understand that because I would probably do a top 50 video because there's so many projects I like, but I can't even hold them all for my personal allocation because then I get too spread. And I learned that in the previous run and looking at other people's portfolios, that's not the best thing to do. But QNT is a great play. If you guys don't have QNT, I would start looking at it. A lot of people, I hate to say this, even in my private community, and we have to just educate them a little bit more. Like, okay, if QNT gets to $100, I'm going to start investing again. Dude, it's 107. Just take my lessons and just start going. Like, it's not going to make any difference. Fair enough if it's at 125 or 150 and you're chucking in 10 grand, 20 grand, it makes a difference. But if it's 107 and you're looking at investing $500, $600, $1,000, just fucking buy it, bro. And by the time you buy it, by the time you get your next paycheck or you're working on yourself, you're going to be able to buy it again or you're going to be able to buy another project. So again, on the Garden Gauge, this called it Lovely. We got an entry here. And again, it's up to you. If you want to use the Garden Gauge, you can do that in a private community. Or, link below if you want it. It's great. Or you can just do this as a DCA and understand where it's going to go. But please, again, take your profits so heavily. The next one is going to be Render. And yes, Render, for me, is becoming that annoying girl at the bar. Let's pretend, and this will make sense to you. I come to the bar, I don't drink. Don't waste your money on that shit. You'll waste your brain as well. Let's strive for more, boys. You come to the bar every Friday night. Render. Oh, let's just call her Melissa. Melissa's there. She's there. Can't get her. Goes away. And this was me with Render. You might be thinking, gee, what the fuck are you talking about, young man? What I mean is, I was interested in this project at 50 cents. I was looking at buying it. I was ready to go. Everything was green. If I show you, go back in my channel, I was really talking about it at about this cents. Garden Gauge was primed to go, ready to go. $40,000 was going to go into this play. Left it, and I started buying it at $3, $4. Jeffrey play, but where do I think it's going to go? $45 to $50 minimum in the next bull run. And I'll talk about that in a second, but it just goes back to the mindset. If you like a project and you've done the research, that's all you can do, because if you've got the fierce scarcity mindset, like I even had Render saying, oh, should I go? Fair enough. I was buying other projects. I was selling other bags. That's fine. But the multipliers in this project with that 40 grand is like 250K right now. It's stupid. But understand what Render are trying to do. And this pretty much sums it up. Render are going to, NVIDIA, one of the biggest companies for this kind of stuff. And these guys, they're in the great space. They're going to fucking destroy this company. Both can win. Render's such a small market gap, and this is what it's trying to do. Now, you've seen me talk about Render a lot, and it's really reshaping the digital landscape. Here's what the project is. Decentralized rendering simplified. And again, it's in this narrative of AI, and it taps into decentralized rendering, providing a platforms where creatives can access GPUs rendering. Don't let this go over your head, right? When I do these tweets or these, threads, etc., I have to do a little bit of research. It goes over my head. But just if you understand this image right here, if you understand still how cheap the project is, if you understand AIs itself, that's enough for you to make an investment. And that's a speculative bet. Yes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, guaranteed, somewhat, eventually. Render's not guaranteed. But if you want more gains, that's when we look at Apple partnership. Massive partnerships coming. Apple may partner with the company behind Render. It just leaked, right? This was in 2023. But again, they're still on the prime for this. Crew crypto projects have major players like HBO, Disney on board. A lot of projects. But here's why I like Render. It introduces a novel approach in rendering, aligning with growing demand for high-quality digital content. This is great. Industry partnerships can translate into real-world application and adoption. This is great for other people buying at the peak prices. This is great for big companies starting to invest. And these big companies don't care if they're buying at $20, $50, $100, right? They're just here for the long, long term. But for us, we don't have these millions of dollars. So we buy before these companies and we sell to them in the bull run. Then we rinse and repeat it again if it's still in our popular project in 2028 and 2029. For someone seeing projects with tangible industry ties, Render has a lot to offer. And this is why I started to look at this project before with the Gordon Gage Indicator. And so I've started to buy it recently. Again, Render Network is a great project. It's got one of the best, I think, in the AI kind of space. Yes, there's Fetch AI. Yes, there's Graph. These are probably going to do as well. Chain GPT is another one that's got a smaller market cap. But for me, this is where I would look at. Again, title this video $1,000. Aim for more. Gordon Gage is still green. It's been a perfect entry multiple times here. And I've just went for the DCA play. I'm not trading this right now. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. That's why you should give me a follow on Twitter, Mr. J Gordon. But again, for me, I'm going all in on Render as we speak. Now, the last one, it's going to piss you off. And I've put Bitcoin. And the reason is, like I said, new investors. You're not going to get rich off Bitcoin. But this is usually, for me, and chances are for you, you either buy Bitcoin, Ethereum because your mate told you about it. Maybe one of my videos convinced you to buy cryptocurrency. I'm not here to convince you. All I'm trying to tell you, to sum up this video again, this will be you if you're not investing in cryptocurrency, you don't have an active income. If you want this lifestyle, you guys already know. Go back and watch the first 10 minutes of this video where it probably pissed a lot of you guys off, but this is a serious thing that nobody told me when I was 19, 20, 21. I'm still in this fucking job. Nobody told me this stuff. And again, if I could go back in time, it'll be a very easy path. I've had to do it my kind of self, hang around with other people that are making way more than me, and that's what I always prime myself to do. And that's all I'm trying to do for you, whether it's older than me, whether you're younger than me. That's all I'm trying to do. Just give you guys a perspective on share my journey and what projects I'm interested in. And then you guys have to obviously go and do your research. But usually a new investor is where you get your feet wet. You get familiar with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. And you understand that Bitcoin's only got a limited supply of 21 million. There's actually way less than that because a lot of people have lost them, etc. in these hardware wallets. You understand what Bitcoin does. You understand the problem it's trying to do. Like, great example of Bitcoin. If I'm on a plane, when I go back to UK in probably a couple of weeks, I need to go and see the family. And I can't travel with gold. I can't travel with a lot of cash, but I can travel on this mobile phone in my Trezor. $1 billion. I don't have $1 billion, but I could on this device. It's digital stored money. If you believe the dollar, GBP, and all euro is going to get trashed, Bitcoin will continue to go up. And that's what I believe. And we're already seeing it right now. They're going to keep printing money. But again, I'm not telling you guys to buy this, and I probably wouldn't recommend you guys to buy Bitcoin. But I would say buy $10, buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. You get your feet wet, you start to do more research, and this usually gets your feet wet with exchanges, with depositing money, with understanding how to sell and take profits and all this kind of stuff. Because again, Bitcoin at 40k, what's it going to give you in the next bull run? A 3x, a 4x if you're lucky. I'm not telling you Bitcoin's going to 200k, 400k. I'm not saying that at all. 150k maximum for me. If it goes past that, fantastic. My altcoins are going to fucking thrive, and so are yours. But just understand what Bitcoin is, and you usually have to get your feet wet with that. But with all that being said, those were my top 5 coins. If you want to join a community and find out how to make more money in cryptocurrency, learn trading, and absolutely get a skill where you can print passive income or have your portfolio destroyed by me and some of the guys on the Friday Live calls, you can come in here and join the new private community. It's a lot more limited access. It's a lot more focused on creating millionaires in this next bull run. Come down here and purchase it. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's all I got. Take care. Peace.